He sees the end.
Holy shit.
Hey, well, I didn't know a priest could use bad language.
Did you know there's a whole world of chess hidden within movies? Get ready to embark on a journey that explores the unexpected intersections of cinema and the 64 squares. From suave spies to mythical battles, we're delving into my top 5 moments in films that aren't even about chess.
Bond. James Bond.
Let's start with From Russia with Love. This classic Bond film kicks off with a captivating chess scene. The score is tied, making this last match crucial. Here we meet the strategic minds of Kronsky, a Spectre agent, and a Canadian McAdams. Kronsky, playing with the white pieces, executes a masterful move. His knight takes the bishop with a discovered check. McAdams falters, placing his king on h7. Kronsky seizes the opportunity and moves his queen to e4, delivering another check. The cascade of moves leads to McAdams resigning, with Kronsky emerging victorious. The beauty in this scene lies to its connection to real-life chess history. The game's inspiration comes from the 1960 USSR Championship. This chess showdown blends history and entertainment, setting the tone for the film. It's a chess moment that showcases the tension and strategy that defines the Bond universe.
Still unwilling to make sacrifices. That's what makes you weak.
Alright, now shifting our focus over to X-Men, this film holds a special place in my movie memories, as it's one of the first time I ever witnessed chess on a big screen. This scene I'm talking about is the ending sequence when Charles Xavier and Magneto engage in a chess match inside a glass box prison. The symbolic battle represents much more than just chess moves. It's a reflection of their different viewpoints and their quest of balance between humans and mutants. In an interview, it's revealed that both Sir Patrick Stewart, who plays Xavier, and Sir McKelly, who plays Magneto, admitted that they both had no idea how to play chess. The director actually had to fly in a Canadian grandmaster to make sure they're making the right moves. The chess match itself became a metaphorical representation of the characters' opposing ideologies. Xavier consistently choosing a lighter approach, symbolizing heroism, while Magneto gravitates towards that darker strategy, signifying like a villain type. Now, looking at the actual chess pieces on the board, it's like kind of like a well put together puzzle. So the initial move is rook takes knight, putting the king in check, followed by rook takes rook, followed by pawn to g7, putting the king in check yet again, only to have the knight come up, take that pawn, and then put the king back in check. Ultimately, this is where the game ends in the movie, because once queen takes, then takes, checkmate.
Storm. What do they call you? Wheels?
Taking it back to 1968.
Steve McQueen and Faye Dunaway in the Thomas Crown affair.
In the movie, Faye Dunaway is an insurance investigator suspecting Steve McQueen's character, Crown, to be behind a bank heist. Crown, a man of thrills, then invites her over to his mansion when he notices her checking out his unique chess set. Crown initiates,
Do you play?
and she responds,
Try me.
The two sit down for a heart-pounding game, but to me, the chess pieces almost stole the show right away. They look incredible and really complement Crown's rich persona. By move 12, we're introduced to yet another historical game, Ziswafflin, Vienna, 1898, Ruy Lopez, Schliemann variation. The theme of the movie is her character catching him, and he kinda already knows. We see him sit up after the check, he walks around and does what any man would do when his back's up against the wall. Change the topic.
Let's play something else.
And now a different mating game is happening. One he'll probably win. Moving over to one of the best horror films ever made, 1982's The Thing features one of the most relatable chess scenes. Kurt Russell takes on the chess wizard computer, a modded Apple II that becomes the film's only female presence. Kurt Russell starts off the game like any respectable player with some ice and a glass of whiskey.
You look like a man who appreciates good whiskey.
Thank you, sir. But I fear inebriation may cause me to forget my manners in such fine company.
Now, the initial shot of the game board appears oddly chaotic, almost as if the pieces were randomly arranged. Then the computer calls out bishop to knight 4, but there was no white bishop on the board to move. And then we see another screenshot of the game, and it looks like a completely different game, with the computer calling out checkmate with the rook, but that would be impossible. The only mate I was able to find is queen to h4, thus leading Kurt Russell to call the computer a cheater and rage quit by pouring his whiskey on the computer, thus killing it. So no real chess here, just a great example of drinking while playing chess, losing, and then calling your opponent a cheater.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
You do it then if you're so clever.
Now, before we make our way to the last film on this list, I have to talk about one of the most iconic chess scenes in all of cinema, at least to me. In the first Harry Potter film, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or Philosopher's Stone, there's two memorable chess scenes that blend magic and strategy in a unique way. The first game takes place as Harry and Ron play a game of wizard's chess. It's a classic set, but with a magical twist. The pieces move on their own, adding an extra layer of excitement to the game. In this first game, Harry plays white and Ron plays black. The board position becomes rather intense, with Harry in a challenging spot. Instead of delivering a check on b2, which could have been a strategic move, Harry plays knight to e5. Ron takes advantage of this and moves his queen to a5, putting Harry's king in check. But the real drama unfolds when Ron's queen captures Harry's knight. Hermione even gasps.
That's totally barbaric. That's wizard's chess.
But the real magic happens in the climactic chess scene towards the end of the movie. The trio is forced to overcome one of the final obstacles guarding the Philosopher's Stone, a life-size chess match. Now for me, that's my first time ever witnessing life-size chess. I had no idea what to expect, but honestly, it was nothing short of incredible. The towering chess pieces moved with grace and purpose, bringing this ancient game to life in a breathtaking way. At the time that I first seen this, I didn't even know anything about chess, and I was so engulfed in what was going on. Harry, Ron, and Hermione each take a role of a chess piece, Ron becoming a knight, Hermione tucked away as a rook, and Harry as a bishop ready to shoot across the board. The game unfolds dramatically with Ron leading the way, making a sacrificial move to protect his friend, because let's be real, Ron, you left Harry hanging and that queen almost whacked him. Ron realizing that, hey, this isn't his movie, this is Harry's movie, so he better sacrifice himself before something bad happens to Potter. He moves his knight on g5 over to h3, checking the king and setting up the queen to come and just kill him. Honestly, when I was watching this, I thought the kids were gonna die. These chess pieces were not playing around. Then we get Harry sliding down his bishop to c5, putting the king in check, and in the film, he goes checkmate and the sword drops, and it's very cool. But in the reality of chess, we have queen blocking Harry, but then Harry takes queen and there's checkmate. Thanks, Hermione and that other bishop. So the life-size chess scene in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Sorcerer's Stone, it's not just a game, it's a test of character, a display of bravery, and a testament to the enduring power of friendship. It's an iconic moment that lingers on in every Harry Potter fan, at least to me it does.
Here's to your good health, dingy bird.
Alright, let's wrap up our cinematic chess journey with a movie that's basically a chess match disguised as a mystery action film. Sherlock Holmes and the Game of Shadows. In this film, Robert Downey Jr. reprises his role as Sherlock Holmes, facing off the brilliant Professor James Moriarty. But it's not just another action-packed showdown, it's a complex chess match where every move carries weight. They engage in a high-stakes battle of wits that's filled with suspense, strategy, and symbolism. The chessboard becomes a battlefield for the two intellectual titans, and every move they make mirrors their personalities and intentions. This chess match isn't just about the game itself, it's a reflection of the larger conflict brewing between Holmes and Moriarty. They use others as pawn, manipulating events to gain the upper hand in a geopolitical game that could spark the First World War. The climax of this film unfolds like a chess endgame, with each move calculated and critical. Sherlock's sacrificial play echoes a famous real-life chess match where grandmasters sacrifice his queen to secure victory. And just as shocking as that queen's sacrifice is, the way Sherlock sacrificed himself at the end was completely out of left field. I didn't even anticipate that happening. Let me know which scene in movies is your favorite when it comes to chess, and if I didn't mention it, make sure to comment down below. I'll see you in the next video.